People there, they love tea, like any kind of tea. We had to be careful because they like to try and give you black tea or green tea, and it's against the word of wisdom, but we can drink herbal tea. So yeah, whenever we went to an appointment, they would say, well, let's sit down and have tea and we'll have cookies. And so that's mainly what we ate for appointments, was tea and cookies. But other times they would make us, actually, the members or investigators, they would actually make us meals. One thing that they're famous for there is a soup called borscht, and that it looks purple. It's like a purple soup, and it's just potatoes, onions, carrots, beets, and they put in like beef or chicken or something like that. And then you always have a slice of rye bread or some kind of bread. I remember one time I went to a restaurant and got borscht, and they asked me if I wanted bread, and I said no, and the cashier lady just looked at me weird, and she's like, why don't you want your bread? So you need to eat your bread with the borscht. They also have something called blini there. We call it crepes here, but they call it blini there. And it's just a crepe, and you can put whatever you want on it. Usually they have it very sweet, like with sugar, with honey, jam. Other times you can put like eggs or potatoes in it, whatever you want. They love their sweets there. I think I've become addicted to chocolate since I've been home because they eat so much chocolate there. I just remember we would talk to people on the streets, like especially the grandmas, the older ladies, and they would just give us chocolates or candies, and so we would just snack on candies all day. But because we're walking everywhere, you burn it off, so you don't have to worry about gaining weight there. They love potatoes there, especially in the winter, because not a lot of stuff grows there. And so yeah, we had a lot of potatoes. I remember our house lady for our apartment, she would come in with just these giant bags of potatoes and just, here you go, girls. And so we'd have potatoes for months in the winter. But in the summer, because it's a lot warmer, a lot more things can grow. And so they have like cucumbers and tomatoes and a lot of fresh fruits like peaches and pears and things like that. So in the summers you can have a lot more variety of food, but in the winters it's a lot of potatoes and cabbage and onions and beets.